Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the 2018 Hamlin Park Boxing Show. Thank you for joining us for a fun, exciting evening of amateur boxing. We will begin our program in a couple of minutes.
Sibley Store Fixtures and Restaurant Equipment, located at 2 West 147th Street in Harvey, Illinois, and 1703 East End Avenue in Chicago Heights, for freezers, ice makers, slicers, mixers, and much, much more. That's Sibley Store Fixtures and Restaurant Equipment. Call 708-333-3990.
Talking about Hamlin Park boxing without Mr. Hamlin Park, a fellow who started out here in the north side of Chicago and has been as far away as Kazakhstan and Germany to fight not for the Park District but for the World Heavyweight Championship. We're talking about Frez Oquendo. Frez, when did you start boxing here at Hamlin?
Well, I started at 87 at the age of 13 when I first seen a Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler fight. And then my brother Hector, he used to bring a lot of trophies. I used to like, man, where do you get these trophies from? Oh, I train at Hamlin Park. So that motivated me to train with my father figure, mentor, Bill Hagler.
Well, now, how many Park District and Golden Glove championships have you won?
Oh, man, Hamlin, I won 5 Golden Gloves for Hamlin, and Park Districts, probably 5 as well. Different weight divisions. I started again at the age of 13. I remember I used to fight at Clarendon Park. They used to have 2 rings back then, and it's great to see that this program is still going.
And as a pro boxer, what's your record?
Oh, I'm a world heavyweight contender, #1 mandatory. I'm 38-5 with 27 knockouts. I've been blessed, but I'm pretty much a fighter to away, and I'm retiring.
Listen, let me tell you, yeah, of course, he's in his 40s, but fighting at 40 and 42, 44, in these days is not what it was 30 years ago. We know how to train, we know what our bodies can do, and our bodies can do more. But you do more spiritually too, because you were to fight for this World Heavyweight Championship, but the catastrophe in Puerto Rico, being as you're Puerto Rican, attracted you so much that you stopped training and went to Puerto Rico?
That's correct. Help my family and my people, it was a calling, and my foundation and I, we ended up raising over $100,000, for the hurricane relief efforts that I was able to help thousands of families in different cities in Puerto Rico, and, I'm blessed. You can check it out on Frez Oquendo's Facebook and also my Instagram at FastFrez.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. As a heavyweight, you were in Germany last month to fight for the title. What happened?
Well, my opponent, it's the 3rd opponent in the world for the heavyweight championship. They both just have to cheat and take steroids, and unfortunately, hopefully I'll be, blessed and be heavyweight champion and get the money that I train hard for, in all these fights.
Well, you had a title fight, didn't you? What was the guy's name?
Oh, I fought Chris Bird.
Chris Bird, and let me tell you, nobody I know, except maybe Chris Bird, felt that you lost that fight.
Right, even George Foreman said that, hey, he's going to not commentate no more because it's a travesty in boxing. And Don King, of course, he's one of the corporate, and that's why, he's out of the business, and I'm happy for that.
Did you want to say anything? We have Wasfi Tolomat here, Mr. Chicago Fight Club.
I just, I like what I see tonight from the amateur show, and the way Frez and David Diaz and all those champions coming over here to support those kids. We need 1 kid from all those kids, but God bless, keep it up, Chicago. And soon we open Chicago Boxing Hall of Fame Museum, and they're gonna be gym and the museum, and every month we wanna do show to bring in all these kids together.
Well, let me tell you something. You saw tonight 60 pounds, 70 pounds, 75 pounders from Hamlin Park, but guess what? They're 60 and 70, 75 pounds today, and maybe a few years from now, they'll be heavyweights fighting for a title like their Hamlin Park brethren, Frez Oquendo. All right. Yeah. Now, another thing is, what would Hamlin Park be? Even Frez owes it to him without Mr. Grandpa Hamlin Park. Bill Hegland. Bill, how long have you been coaching here?
41 years.
41 years. And you just turned 80. And look, he looks the same, because I've been doing fights for 40 years. He looks the same as he does then. And you're not quitting anytime, are you?
I don't intend to. I'm going to let them carry me out.
Well, if they carry you out, they'll have to drop your remains on the gym here.
Right.
And stuff like that. And call this place Hagelin Gym. So how many fellas have you had here, Bill, that have turned in to be champions of any sort?
Oh, many, several. I can't even count them now. Oh, the amateur champions, the professionals, I can't even count them now.
Well, you know, Hamlin Park seems to be the park when it comes to Park District boxing, you know.
Right.
And tonight was a good indication of what is and what will be. Thanks a lot, Bill Hagelin. And we'll come doing this for the next 20 years, and we'll see you 20 years from now.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
God bless America.
Yeah.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 annual Hamlin Park Boxing Show. Getting ready for our first bout of the evening. Fighting out of the blue corner from Orange Park, Jaylan Marabaun.
Let me see him.
I'm going to need those back. I didn't get. This is. I mixed up these two, and I put them in the wrong corners. But the first fight is it's the blue corner, Jaylan Marabaun. In the red corner is Jonathon Avila.
Okay. Let's wait till they get here.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, fighting out of the blue corner from Orange Park, Jaylan Marabaun.
Welcome to another episode of Wasfi Tolam at Chicago Fight Club. I'm Johnny Bellino, and my punching politician to the right, Glenn Friedman, are on hand here to show you and what you're looking at and tell you what you don't see. So our first fight at Hamlin Park here.
First fight's in the 70-pound weight class. In the blue corner from Portage Park is Jaylan Marabaun, Johnny. And in the red corner from Hamlin is Jonathon Avila.
And now working the corner of Jonathon Avila is a Hamlin Park boxer, Olympian, and a champion, a lightweight champion who fought Manny Pacquiao for the title, David Diaz.
Yeah.
David Diaz, who got his start here at Hamlin Park. At the same age as that young fella he's got in the corner now.
David actually won the lightweight title from Eric Morales. He's a world champion, along with being an Olympian in the '96 games in Atlanta. And we're ready to start here. These kids are 70 pounds. Let's see what we got here. Marabaun in the blue. Avila is in the red. And we're off.
Now you're looking at 7-year-olds here. Look at them change directions, trying to avoid their opponent.
Avila's pushing the fight a little bit more. He's taking his game to Marabaun, who's more of an outside boxer. Nice jab by Marabaun. Now he's trapped in the corner now.
Look at that. 70 pounds, less than 10 years old, and they're fighting like they've been around in the ring for 10 years. Nobody's given up here.
And that's round number one. Good round for Avila in the red corner, the aggressor. Of course, he's a David Diaz fighter, and he went after him and impressed the whole first round.
Well, you know, it's interesting. The way they maneuvered was not just running around like they're in a track meet, but they changed directions and things like that with sometimes a minimum of movement, but a maximum of deception, because it doesn't take much to make somebody miss you when they throw at you.
Yeah, I think Marabaun is playing more of the outside boxing game, and Avila's just going after him, though, and he's cutting the ring, and I gave him the round because not just the aggressive points. He put a couple nice punches together. He's able to trap him in the corner. He's probably going to cut the ring on him and try more of the same.
Well, he looks all fired up about getting ready to go again. He's anxious to get in there. Let's see if he runs at his opponent.
Round two. Nice counter jab there by Marabaun.
Marabaun in the blue. His opponent is a toughie, and Marabaun has been taking most of the punches, but he doesn't panic.
I think the mistake Marabaun's making, and a lot of young kids do it, he's trying to win the fight with just his jab, Johnny. He's got to throw his right hand. He hasn't thrown it yet, but there's finally the right hand. He's not going to keep this kid off, and this Avila kid's very aggressive.
Yeah, you're right.
And well, all you got to know is his trainer is David Diaz, and you know he's going to come at you. Now, this Marabaun kid's got a nice jab, but he needs to put a right hand behind it.
He scored, nice one. He did try the right hand, it fell short, but he scored two nice jabs.
You know, that round a little bit closer, but I'm still leaning Avila's way. Stops the running a little bit and takes the fight a little bit to Avila. And I think he's a little more offensive-minded this round. Boy, this kid that's trained by David Diaz is just tough.
Yeah,
he's just
he is.
walking in and he just wants to bang.
Marabaun's throwing just that one punch at a time. It's not enough.
Yeah.
But give him credit. He knows that he's getting beat on, but he doesn't quit. There he goes with a couple. There he goes again.
you know, as the fight went on, I think he got a little better and he got a little bit more of a clue on what he needs to do, but kind of too little, too late.
Yeah.
I think this is all Jonathon Avila tonight. He's just aggressive. He landed the cleaner punches. He was hitting them with jabs, right hands and hooks. He really took the fight to him.
Even if you lose, it's for learning. Losing is learning.
Yeah.
If you learn from your loss, you haven't wasted your time.
When you lose, you learn.
Yeah.
One of the good fighters to come out of Hamlin Park, Sammy Mirza, is going to present the trophies for this one.
And we have a decision for our first bout of the evening. And our winner in the 70-pound weight class bout, fighting out of the red corner, representing Hamlin Park, Jonathon Avila.
Okay, to nobody's surprise, our Hamlin Parker has won this bout.
Well, you know, he took control from the very beginning of the fight. He was the aggressor the whole night. He was really bringing his fight to Marabaun, who kind of wanted to lay back and see what his jab could do, and this kid just kind of barreled right through it.
Yes, he did. So maybe Marabaun will learn from this and figure out what to do next time.